when you realize that you can do whatever you want to do, it's usually just a matter of time and effort. You know, because, you know, just like with anything we do in life, even like the simple, most basic thing, walking as a kid, you know, you have to put the time in, you have to put the work in to, you know, develop, you know, the muscles and the coordination and, you know, and all that to get good. And that's like with anything else.
So I'm 25 now, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm just now growing up. That's what, me being realistic and honest with myself, right? Mm-hmm. I finally see, like, the effects of long-term, the choices that you make and long-term consequences. And just how you said in walking, I'm pretty active growing up. But even still, I had, you know, minor injuries. Not bad, but, you know, sprain, stuff like that. But I see the benefits now of me being active.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I seen it then, but I really see it now.
It's great for mental
health. And I also see the consequences of, you know, the injuries and stuff too. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing about life. Like, yeah, there are multiple stages of your decisions.
Yeah, but with anything that,
I think it's just really just finding out what is it I want to do.
Well, that's it, and you work at it, and that's what kind of I was getting at, is that whatever it is, even if you don't know how to do it, I've gotten through so many different things in life by just trying and applying myself. And, you know, the things I really wanted to do that, you know, may have been a little out of reach at the time, I just kept my head on straight and just kept moving forward, even if it was in a very slow pace. You know, and you'll get there no matter what it is, no matter what you want to do, you will eventually get there. You know, the timing's the hard part, being patient with the process. You know, that's one of the things we can't always control, and that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying with this gaming channel. That's something that I do on my free time, and I feel, you know, I'm getting good at it. So I'm like, well, I might as well profit off the time I'm expending.
Yeah.
You know, because time, that's the most important thing, you know.
And you know what? Don't worry about the profit. Worry about having fun first.
Oh, yeah.
Because as long as you're having fun, the money will come later.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not even, and that's what's so good about it. I'm not even thinking about it in a business term, even though it is. And eventually I might have to think of it in that way. You know, I'm going to be doing it anyway.
Right.
So why not? You know, that's my mindset going into it. And that's just some direction that I feel like I have for my life. You know,
Yeah.
I really don't know what I want to do. You know, but I have so many options though, and I'm capable of a lot. So it's just,
You got to start somewhere.
yeah.
You know, you got to start somewhere. If not, you're stuck in neutral your whole life.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
Stuck in idle.
Yep. Not going anywhere. You got to get motivated about something, and it's going to be, you're still so young, dude. I mean, you're half my age, you know, and you're going to find out that there's going to be a lot of other things that you may want to do in life, and it's okay, dude. Go after all those things. Enjoy life as much as you can. Gain as many experiences as you can, you know, and if there's something that you decide to specialize in and you enjoy the most, then go for it. Do whatever makes you happy. You know, that's what it boils down to, because if you don't make yourself happy, number two, you can't make other people happy either. You know.
You gotta keep a high vibration. You gotta keep a high energy.
Absolutely.
That's all it's about. And now I'm at the control board, and I gotta press the right buttons and make the right decisions.
Yeah, and it's a mindset. Even if you're not, you know, you're going to make mistakes. You have to allow that to be part of the process. You know, if not, you're going to be fighting the process. So you got to be also compassionate to yourself for making those mistakes. You know, just like you would talk to somebody, let's say you had a partner, you know, best friend who you and him are in business and stuff like that. And, you know, he made an error and, you know, you'd just be like, well, dude, yeah, let's agree that was fucked up. You know, we screwed that up. But look, we're both in the same mindset. We're going to move forward. You got to do that with yourself sometimes. You know, and be like, that's okay, man. It's all right. That's part of the process. We're going to get back on our feet. It's totally a mindset. When you are at the utmost confidence, you can achieve anything. I mean, anything, and nothing bothers you.
That's one of the mindsets I used to try to train myself to have before a chess game. I was just talking to somebody else about this. He's a very good chess player. And just for me, just for me observing, I'm not that good, but I'm good enough to, you know what's going on. But for me observing the other best chess players play, they're very skillful. But what usually messes them up is when they have second when they forget who they are and don't know what they're about to do, you know? Even though they're very good, and this happens in fast time, you know? And it's very interesting. Like, yeah, that's what it all comes down to, your mindset when it comes toward doing something, because that's the energy you'll have when you're doing it. Right there, it's right there. Yeah.
Very cool.
And that's very important, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man, and that's really all it takes. You can accomplish anything in life as long as you have the right mindset. And yeah, and sometimes you got to psych yourself out, dude. I mean, you're gonna, again, expect hard times. Everybody gets them, and don't let them bring you down for too long. You know, realize that you're in a fucked up situation, and just be like, okay, I'll get through this, and gonna move on and keep my head on straight, and you know, use this as a learning experience like everything else. You know,